Something was knocking on the spacecraft. "200,000 miles from Earth, alone in a metal capsule the size of a small RV, the 4 astronauts of Artemis 2 heard a noise that did not belong. It was not coming from inside the cabin. It was not the hum of fans, or the click of valves, or the soft whir of the air scrubbers they had spent 2 years memorizing. It was coming from the other side of the wall, from the outside, where, by every law of physics any of them had ever learned, no sound should be able to exist at all. This is the story of what they heard, what it might have been, and why it is one of the strangest patterns in the entire history of human spaceflight. For 10 days in April of 2026, NASA flew 4 people farther from Earth than any human being has ever traveled. Their spacecraft was an Orion capsule the crew had named Integrity. Their commander, Reed Wiseman, was a retired Navy captain who had flown to the International Space Station a decade earlier. Beside him sat Victor Glover, the pilot, and the first person of color ever to leave low Earth orbit. Christina Cook, the mission specialist, had already spent more consecutive days in space than any woman in history before this assignment. The 4th seat belonged to Jeremy Hansen, a former Royal Canadian Air Force fighter pilot, the first non-American to ever travel beyond Earth orbit. Together, they pushed the boundary of human presence out to roughly 407,000 kilometers from home, breaking the distance record that Apollo 13 had held since 1970. It was the first crewed flight beyond low Earth orbit in more than half a century. Most of what you have read about it focuses on the triumph, the lunar flyby, the splashdown off San Diego, the long-awaited return to deep space. What you probably have not read about is the silence.